What's going on, people? It's your boy Thomas Snacks Lee, and I'm here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Vanilla Funk himself, man. How you doing today?
I'm all right. I wouldn't say a legend, but I appreciate that. I'm all right though.
For sure, for sure. So as you know, this episode, or this podcast is called Snacking with Snacks. So as we always do, our ritual, we kind of ask you what you brought today to the podcast. What you snacking on today?
I got me some pineapples. I'm trying to stay healthy for the time being.
Okay, okay. So what make you pick pineapple out of all fruit that you could have had?
Well, for one, I cut these pineapples up myself, so I'm a little proud of that. Second, I was just looking for some fruit, and yeah, I had cut these pineapples up earlier today, and so when I opened my fridge, I was like, there they go. All right, I'm gonna just grab those and I'm gonna eat those.
For sure, for sure. Well, like you say, we always comparing. Of course, I know you probably get all kind of comparisons with your style of marching and drum majors that may have came before you and things like that. So, if you could compare your drum major style to a snack, what would it be?
As far as the ASU marching style, um, hmm, I've never been asked this. A certain type of snack. I
You
think
might
I would.
know Munchies got like all kind of different variety bag. You might say that you very versatile. You know what I'm saying? Anything, it's on you.
Yeah, in terms of the Bama State drum major style, I think it would be some. I think it would be like some type of chip, um, because the Bama State style is very sharp and very militant, and chips are crunchy. The crunch is kind of like the sharp aspect. I would probably say I don't know, maybe some hot chips because it's sharp, just like the crunch of a chip, but it has a little flair to it, like the heat of the Cheeto. Hot Cheetos.
Facts, facts, facts. So take this. If I gave you $5 and we were riding, and I said go in and get your perfect snack combination, what are you getting?
So I guess if I had to choose, I'd probably go for the classic little Debbie snacks, just because I am a fat kid at heart. So I go for those, two for $2, like some like Swiss rolls or like fudge rounds or something like that. The the two for twos that are like they're like right there, right at the beginning of the gas station. Most of the time when you go in, you see it, it's right there.
For sure, for sure. So of course, October 5th, which a date I know you probably already remember, and I'm pretty sure you get asked all the time. Um, they released a funny commentary on social media uh, of you performing, and you immediately, you know what I'm saying, went viral. And of course, all the publicity that came with it, and I'm pretty sure your phone blown over with people saying, "Oh, did you see yourself here? Did you see yourself there?" Kind of take us through that, or what was that time like? Like how did you kind of feel like you were becoming then, or what I'm saying? Kind of take us through that.
Um, at the time, it was really like surreal. Cause like I never thought that like a kid from Montgomery, like me of all people, would actually get this kind of like notoriety, kind of recognition, and like at first. When I first saw the video, I thought it was funny. I thought it was actually entertaining, and I was like, this might actually get a couple of views. Like people might actually think this is funny. And when I saw it, like when I first saw it, it had about like 100,000 views on it, and I was like, that's crazy. And it was on Instagram. And then I kept looking around. Kept going through social media, and then I was like, you know what? Before this like truly blows up, I'm gonna post a video of me when I was practicing one time. So I posted a video of me practicing to a JSU song. I think it was "Nobody Does It Better," and I did one of the JSU moves. And then I went to work, and when I came back, I went from like 800 followers to like 10,000 within 3 hours. That was when I was like working on the weekends, and all I could do was like work from like 2 to 5 on the weekends. And that was one weekend where I was working 2 to 5 dishwashing, and as soon as I got done, I got off. I went back home, looked at my phone. That thing said 10,000 followers. It was it had like I had like 100 comments on one picture. I was like, oh goodness, this is going like viral.
Yeah, like I say, man, as we both know, like those first 24 to 48 hours when something that you put out goes viral, it's always like a it's always like a overwhelming feeling, but it's surreal at the same time. But then a lot of people don't know, like it's a lot from having to repost videos, having to reply back to some comments.
Oh my
Do
goodness.
You might have to look in the comments and see, oh man, I didn't even know that person was on my content. It was like it's so much, and you kind of don't understand the importance of having a team of people that kind of help you with it. Versus at first you'd be like, man, let me try to sit here and reply back to everybody, show everybody love, but then at the same time, it's really kind of a lot, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying. People don't see that side of it, but like I say, it's all great experience, and like I say, you always know. I'm pretty sure everywhere you go, they be like, "You the drum major dude," and everywhere I go, people be like, "You the dude that got in and shot the shot." So like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and it's good that we did in HBCUs. And what I wanted to ask was, what kind of influenced you to kind of want to be a drum major and want to kind of, choose HBC?
What influenced me to become a drum major was really I was just like when I first joined band back in high school, I had looked at, you know, the drum majors that were above me at the time, like my ninth and 10th grade year. I was watching those drum majors and they got to do some like really fun stuff. They got to do some cool stuff. And they, obviously commanded the band. Like when they walked in, they yelled stuff. They yelled at the band, of course. And they got like everybody got on their stuff. And they yell the commands. And they always looked in unison. They always looked in unison. And I looked at some of the stuff they did, and I was like, I could probably do that. And when I first started, like, doing secretly doing some moves in my room, like I would watch videos and film of them doing those moves, and I was like, dang, it's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like they really, it looks a lot more complicated than it really is. And now don't get me wrong, the moves aren't that complicated. The actual process of, training and getting there, that's a whole different beast. But in terms of like actually figuring things out, for me personally, it wasn't that hard to pick up on the style. I was also learning like how to march while I was learning what the drum majors were doing, like at home. So while I was at the school learning how to march, I'd go home and I'd learn what the drum majors did, and then I just picked up from there. And my 10th grade year, second semester, I tried out. I made it. I made drum major before my 11th grade year, but a lot of people don't know that because we didn't get revealed until the summer of my 11th grade year.
That's tough. That's tough. Like you say, a lot of people don't normally get the drum major. Like, and people don't know this either. I was in the band all throughout high school, from middle school all throughout high school. I was section lead. I played tuba, but I actually got the chance to be able to play tuba and percussion, which doesn't really come that often. And you know that in bands, like the drum line is really kind of always separate from the band because they go and practice, separate from everybody else in the band. And it's like you kind of, like you say, you got your woodwinds, you got your brass, and you got your percussion. So it's like it's always kind of split up. Um, it's always kind of split up. So people don't know, like, to make drum major, people wait all the way to their senior year to get that stamp. Is like, but like you say, you made it early, and that's really showing that people kind of were all in on you. You know what I'm saying? They knew you were that guy for sure. So all whether performers, actors, musicians, entertainers, they all kind of have that space that they go into before performances. Kind of take us. What's that like for you? Do you kind of before games, do you kind of listen to a certain music, or you kind of how you get in that mode before performances?
Most of the time before the games this season, I started my own little tradition. I mean, like it's a popular tradition, but like I started doing it myself. Um, most football players, you know, the old adage would be that like before a big game, they'd go and eat Waffle House. Um, it was just a weird thing that I learned back when I was in like sixth grade. My band director would go to Waffle House before we had a concert, and I was like, "Why do you only go to Waffle House?" He was like, "That's just the mojo." And football players did it back in my day. I'm gonna do it now. I always do it for good luck. And so almost every game this season, I've gone to Waffle House, and that's my pregame. I always get the same order. I always go to Waffle House. Always eat uh, in the lobby of the music hall, and that's how I get ready. If it's a if it's a major football game, like I remember the Jackson State game. We went to Jackson State and we performed on the field, and I just remember just the pit in my stomach. Like that's always another thing before I do something like major. I always feel like I'm about to throw up, use the bathroom, or pass out. Like it's one of those three or all three. It doesn't really like there's never really a like a one or the other. Sometimes it's probably all three at one point. Um, like, yeah, some major times, like somebody literally came up to me one time and said, you all right? You look a little flustered. I was like, "Oh no, I'm psyched out. Like I'm completely I'm losing my mind and I probably want to pass out." And they're like, "Whoa, hold on, just chill. It'll be over before you know it." And I was like, "Oh no, this always happens before something major for me happens. So this'll I'll be fine. I'll be fine."
Hey, that's crazy though. Like I got my rituals. Like what I do normally, if I got a big performance or like I got a celebrity game or something, I always say I gotta go to the steam room and I gotta go like just shoot a certain amount of free throws, a certain amount of shots. So it's crazy. Like, and I gotta eat like I gotta have nachos before the game. People don't know that I eat like nachos before the game, and people be like, "Man, why you eating so heavy before the game?" I be like, "It's just what I'm saying. It's just what I do. Is just the norm for me. They kind of get me in that mode. I have my AirPods in my own zone, and it's just kind of what I do. So of course, I know you've been asked this 1,000 times, and I'm gonna be 1,001. You got the nickname Vanilla Funk. You gotta tell us how did that come about or where it came from.
I actually helped come up with it. So when I first made drum major, all the drum majors at JD had nicknames. Every single one of them. Before the drum major line that came before me was CJ Primetime Pierce, uh, Danny Sway, like because his name was Daniel Terry, current drum major at A&M right now. But yeah, his name he went by Danny Sway, and Trayvon Pierce, he went by Pimp T. Um, so my line when we made it, there was Cruise Control, Xavier Jackson, Total Recall, um, Chris Watts, and then me. And the drum major coordinator came up with all the names, and he came to me. He was like, "I'm giving you Vanilla Fury." And then we kind of all laughed about it for a second. He was like, "We gonna go with Vanilla Fury or Vanilla Funk?" And I was like, "I like Vanilla Funk." And he was like, "All right, that's what we going with." And so my 11th grade year, we didn't use nicknames entirely. We liked our nicknames. We went by our nicknames, but we didn't go like we weren't introduced by our nicknames. And then my senior year, we went by the nicknames, and there was four of us instead of three that time, and there was me, Vanilla Funk and Cruise Control Xavier, but then there was Dominique D Willie Williams, and Jalen J Nasty Jones, and that was the names.
Neat, neat, neat. This episode has been brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. If you could use a good deal after all that holiday spending, Buffalo Wild Wings has you covered with the win-win value lineup. On Wing Tuesdays, buy one order of traditional bone-in wings and get the other order 50% off each and every Tuesday. On Boneless Wing Thursdays, any size order that you may purchase, you get the same order free. A deal on wing goes great with a deal on beer. There are $3 Tall House beers at the bar for dine-in only, and bundles start at $9.99 for takeout and delivery. Please visit your local Buffalo Wild Wings or buffalowildwings.com. Please drink responsibly. So now this portion of the podcast is called the Snack Attack. And I forgot to let the people know this is my snack day. I got my Nutri-Grain. I'm trying to be kind of on the same little healthy side too. So I'm just trying. It's towards the end of the year, and I know I'm probably gonna hit it hard around, you know, Christmas time. But at the same time, I just say I want to be slight, kind of for right now. I'm gonna ask you a quick couple rapid fire questions. I might revisit something if I got an asterisk by it, but for the most part, it's just free flowing. You kind of picking between them. So tell me this: sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Day game or night game?
Day game, please, God. Actually, no. Okay. During the earlier months of the season, night game. Later months, day game.
Afternoon snack or midnight snack?
I'm a midnight snacker.
A performance at the Super Bowl or Madison Square Garden?
Super Bowl. So I say that because I've actually done a performance in New York City, so it was a parade. So I want to do the Super Bowl. I would
Oh,
want to.
Drake or Kanye?
Drake.
Okay. I'm gonna let you make it today. You had some solid answers. So now this part is called a chew on this, and it's kind of how we wrap it up by kind of I look at a tweet or something that I see on social media that kind of stuck out to me, and of course we kind of go through it, and you tell me what it kind of means to you. So what stuck out to me today was what I saw that said, "Your moves will be misunderstood by those not meant to join your journey." So tell me, what does that kind of mean to you?
Your moves will be misunderstood by those who are not meant to join your journey. I can live by that one. Gee, that one's a good one. I can see that. Like, um, those who aren't going to help you, those who aren't going to be by your side, and those who aren't going to be there when you're successful because you choose for them not to be there, they're never gonna understand why you do what you do. No one's ever like the racists and the people that don't like me, like the racists that don't understand the culture and the people that don't like me for partaking in the activities of the culture, they're never gonna understand why I do what I do. They're never gonna understand the things that I do, the decisions that I make, or why I even chose to go to an HBCU. And that's fine. I don't know them. I don't care for them. I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for the people that support me and the people that are alongside me, my fellow band members, my squad at ASU now, my band director, my drum major coordinator, my parents. I'm doing it for those people. I'm not doing this for the people that dog me and don't care about me, call me a culture vulture. They don't understand. Those who misunderstand your moves are the ones that aren't meant to be there for you at the end. Those people that I just mentioned that I'm doing this for are going to be there at the end of my journey, and I'm going to show them everything that I did and try and make them proud.
Exactly, like we say, bro. We love you, bro. We appreciate you. We love what you do with everything from the moves, from the embracing our culture, man, to the publicity. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, a lot of people don't understand and take into account that, like, on your journey, you're gonna face some adversity. People not gonna agree with everything you do, every move you make, but it's always about just being genuine and pure with your intentions, and always just being the best version of you. At the end of the day, people gonna is gonna be 1,000 that like you, gonna be 1,000 that hate you. But the one thing about it, you're in a constant battle every day with yourself. And as long as you're putting yourself in the best situation to keep yourself happy, that's all that matters. So, like I'm saying, this has been Snacking with Snacks with my guy Vanilla Funk. We appreciate you coming on. And if there's any shout outs or any kind of words of motivation you want to get to the people, the floor is yours to do that.
Shout out to ASU band, Snap Snap Drive. Uh, Shout out to my family, all my friends. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for being here for me. And shout out to the people watching my stream right now.
Okay. That's cool. But like I say, man, I appreciate you. Wish you nothing but the best in all your future endeavors, man. You know I'm supporting you 100%. Appreciate you coming on, and I look forward to see all the greatness that's ahead for you, my guy.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. This has been Snackin' with Snacks.